I feel like I haven't filmed a YouTube video in forever. You guys are like, we know, bitch. We know. I wanted to do a little sit down from my floor video because this is a manifestation video, which you guys have requested that I do for years now, and you love the vision board content, which is something that I love talking about and I'm really passionate about, but I feel like I just haven't had any new techniques or methods to really share with you guys, so that's why I haven't done another like update video on this topic in a while. But today I wanted to share with you 3 new to me techniques that I've been doing to really supercharge my manifestations. Okay, these have been like insane. So I've only been doing them for the past couple of months, but seriously, I've seen like exponential the time that it takes for these to come to fruition. So I had to share with my people. Let me just say, I have been having so many synchronicities since I started doing this. It's like absolutely insane to me. Like they're so specific and creeping me out. So I think I want to film a TikTok on this just because like, what does it mean?
What does it mean? What does it mean?
To help myself first, I will obviously like to be in the environment that I want to do it in. So I like to do this either on the patio out in the sun just because I feel like rejuvenated and really calm that way and like listening to nature. But if I'm not doing that, if I'm in my office, which again is like a main place that I do it just here on my floor, then I like to have my drift going, which they're actually partnering with me on this video. And I'm so excited to finally talk to you guys about this because it's been such a pivotal like component of my manifestation journey lately, and it's been so great for just meditation, helping myself unwind on days that I feel like really overworked and stressed and just need to center myself. I'm someone who my mind goes like a million miles a minute and I just cannot focus on one thing at a time. And even during the workday, there's so many times where I'm just like, I have so many things to do and I'm thinking about so many different things, but then I end up not doing the one thing that like needs to get done at that time because I just cannot focus. So this has been really helpful for me. I've been keeping this actually in my office here, and it's just like a really nice decorative art piece, but it's also a wellness tool. It's basically like a kinetic sand device, and you can make it have like any pattern and color that you want, and you just control it on the app on your phone. So it's really easy and customizable. It's really soothing and just helps me calm down by watching these patterns that it's creating throughout the day, and you can change the speed, the brightness, the color, the pattern, like it's completely in your control, which is amazing. And honestly, it's like ASMR to me. I could just like listen to this and look at it all day. I'm like getting distracted by it right now. And on days that I'm just like having an editing day in here, I also like to keep it on and just like have something to focus on and look at throughout the day. But I also use it when I'm specifically manifesting and meditating, which is obviously where this comes into play because I've been using it for this technique specifically. So this is what the app looks like, and this is the pattern right now that it's doing, the euphoric flow, which I think is so pretty because it looks like little hearts. And then right here, you can change the speed that the ball is actually moving, and you can completely customize the colors on this color wheel right here. So you can literally do any color that you want. If you want it to have a color, you can also turn it off. If you prefer to like manifest and meditate at night and just like having this light on, it's so pretty. This is just a glimpse of all the patterns that you can create. It's amazing. So for this technique, all you need is like a pen and paper, and that's literally it. And this technique, again, is a form of scripting, but it also involves expressing gratitude for your current reality as well as your desired reality that hasn't happened yet, but you kind of trick your subconscious because your subconscious doesn't know. It knows what you tell it. So we're telling it this is what's going on. So to start this technique, you're gonna want a fresh piece of paper, and on the top middle of the page, you just wanna write my current reality. From here, all you're gonna do is just write down an extensive idea of what your current reality looks like. So this should be really easy, okay? Because you're just writing down, what does your life look like? I like to write down like what my daily routine looks like. When do I wake up? What do I wear? Where am I going in the day? Where do I live? Who do I live with? What is my income? What is my job? Like everything that goes into my life, my daily life, and just what it looks like, I will write it down here. So I find that the more specific you are here, the better. So feel free to do more than one page, but honestly, like especially for your current reality, I think one page should be good. Spend some time doing that, and again, I like to do this with my drift on, and then I will flip over the page and write my desired reality. And this one I like to spend a little bit more time on, obviously. So this is your desired reality. You want to be as specific as possible. A lot of the things and like themes that you wrote about in your current reality, you can write on your desired reality. So what I like to do is write down what my routine looks like. When do I wake up? Where do I live? Who do I live with? What does my day look like? What does my life look like? What am I doing? I also write down, what does my job look like? How much money am I making? All the things. So get as specific as possible here. Once they're both filled out, I will will rip out the pages, and first I will start off with my drift on, with my instrumentals on. I will just sit here and focus on my current reality. So I just kind of like to reread it so that my brain is focused on this versus the one that I just wrote. And then I will spend some time just being grateful and expressing gratitude for my current reality, which is something that I feel like is so powerful and so often overlooked that we don't do enough. And this kind of goes hand in hand with like just celebrating our wins, taking time to celebrate the little things in life and just the little accomplishments, because so often we finish a task and then immediately we're like, great, we're done, and then we go on to the next thing. It's always what's next, and we hardly like spend time or enough time really just sitting with those wins and soaking it in and just like feeling those feelings that are honestly so important. So this is why, I don't know, like doing this is so incredibly powerful. I don't know, it's so crazy because sometimes I get like really emotional doing this and I'm like, am I shedding a tear here? So if you don't take anything away from this video, but just to sit with being grateful for all that you do have, honestly, I think it is gonna be a huge game changer. Once I do that, I will just fold it towards myself like this and then set it down and then focus on my desired reality. So with my desired reality, I will just sit with it, and you wanna spend more time on this than you did on your current reality, but you're accepting this for what it is and then letting it go in a sense, and then you're focusing on your desired reality. And what I like to do is just close my eyes, sit there. Again, I'm kind of in that meditative state, and I really focus on bringing this to life. So that's why I like to read it first, just so that it's fresh in my mind, and then kind of just go through like a movie almost, and just you are the main character and you're going through all these things. So if you wrote down like your routine, for example, like what time you wake up, if you go to the gym or have a personal trainer, or you know, taking the kids to soccer practice, whatever you want it to be, just go through like you are playing that movie and just go through the motion of every single thing. But what's even more important is to tie the emotions to that. So with every single action that you do, how does it make you feel? And I also like to write down those emotions on the paper too, just to kind of like remind myself, because that is a huge part of manifestation, is the emotions that you feel when it's happening. So tie all those happy feelings to it and all those things, what your income looks like, what your job looks like, and why it's so impactful for you. So this can take as long as you want, honestly, but I definitely spend a good amount of time just sitting with this and visualization, because visualizing is so crazy, especially for your subconscious. Whenever I'm done doing this, I feel like energy shifts so like, I don't know, I feel like I'm on cloud 9 and I'm just like light and just feeling so good. It's crazy. And then I will fold the paper again towards myself, and then I accept this as my current reality, my new current reality. Obviously it's my desired reality, but I sit with this as if this is me and I'm ready to live that life. So I keep this one, and then what I do with my current reality sheet is I will get rid of it. You can either throw it away, you can burn it if you want to be dramatic. It's a symbolic way of being like, I'm so grateful for what I have, but I'm ready to accept this as my new reality. And then I keep this, and you can keep this wherever. I honestly just have this like little plate that I painted of Ollie because he makes me happy, and then I will just like set it on here. And I honestly just like keep this in my home office, so just somewhere that you want to see it every day. It's almost like a vision board, and just live your life like it, queen. My second technique that I've been doing is called mind movies, and this is actually one that I learned really recently from TikTok, actually, of all places. And it's something that I've kind of been doing in a weird way, but I didn't know there was an actual name for this, and it's from a book, I believe, and I actually like really want to check out this book. So I'm gonna link the TikTok down below that I saw. Let me back up on how this technique actually works. When a song comes on the radio, or you put on one of your favorite songs that instantly like transports you to a past memory, and you know how you kind of go through the motions where you're like, oh, like you're picturing yourself like growing up on the beach with your friends at night, or like playing a certain game, doing whatever, like just a certain memory comes back, you know, when you're like listening to a song and you instantly feel like you're transported to that time and feeling all the emotions as if it's actually happening in your current reality. Well, what's actually happening is your subconscious does think that it's actually happening. It cannot decipher between what's actually a memory or what's actually happening or hasn't happened yet. So what you can do is to use this same kind of technique, but for the future instead of the past, which is so crazy. The author of the book says that you can think of it like a vision board, except dynamic instead of static. And you know I love my vision board. For this, you want to choose a song that's really inspirational to you and there's like puts you in that good mood, whether it's the lyrics or just anything that gets you like feeling pumped up and good. There's actually so many playlists on Spotify. If you search movie minds or mind movies, I will actually link some down below. I also have my own, so if you want to follow mine, come join. But basically all you want to do is just pick a song that's aspirational, motivational, or inspirational. From there, you're going to want to start envisioning your future while that song is playing. So again, you can have either a couple songs for this, or you can just keep playing it on a loop if you're like unhinged like myself and just want or listen to one song all day long. So I've been doing this in the mornings, and again, I will use my drift as a tool to help me get into that like meditative state while I have the song going on. And also, I'm just now thinking of how you could combine the movie minds like with that specific song and playlist and this technique as well. So let me know if you do try combining them, because I really want to actually start doing that, because normally when I'm scripting, I'll have like an instrumental on versus songs with lyrics. But I think that that could actually be really powerful, because you're kind of doing that with the scripting as well with the visualization, but not really tying it to a specific song and like a trigger. So that would be really interesting to see. But all in all, you just really want to feel and sit with those emotions that you would feel as if it's already in your existence and your current reality, because visualization is so incredibly powerful. My last manifestation tip is I'm ready to receive this. It's an affirmation, it's an intention, and this is something that I was tying back to the first technique with when you're done with this, is to repeat that motto. And this is also something that I learned from TikTok recently, and it's something that it's so simple, like it's just an affirmation intention. Whatever it is for you, this doesn't have to be I'm ready to receive this. Sometimes I'll be like I'm open and ready to receive this, but just saying it and screaming it, believing it like with all of your being, honestly has been such a game changer for me since I started doing this as well, to really like supercharge your manifestations and make them happen even faster, because you're like truly just sitting in that emotion of believing that you are ready for this, and you're like telling the universe like, come give it to me. I'm ready, I'm open, bring it on, essentially. Because I don't know, it's just crazy how much your manifestations are tied to your emotions and feelings, and you want everything to align with each other. Like I feel like when my actions don't match my words, if I'm saying like I will do something but I don't, like there's just a disconnect there, and it just doesn't really happen because like it's just confused, you know. You're like, well, which one is it? What do you actually want? So just making sure everything is aligned and saying, you know, like I'm ready to receive this, I'm gonna do this, you will just notice it's gonna happen faster. And it's also really cool if you think about it this way. Your subconscious believes what you tell it, so that's why negative self-talk is so incredibly powerful, because if you tell yourself like I'm this, I'm that, you start to believe it, you start to see it, your brain, your subconscious starts to pick things out to support that, which is why like bad days tend to get worse, because it's just, that's all you're focusing on. You're like attracting that, you're focusing on that. Good days tend to get better because you're also in that vibe, you're attracting that mood. Again, it's synchronicities, but it's just crazy what happens when everything is aligned. So I find that just having that affirmation of I'm open, I'm ready to receive this, saying it out loud, believing it. You can tell yourself in the mirror, you can write it down, you can just say it after you like finish a manifestation meditation session. It's great. I definitely recommend. So that's it for my 3 like manifestation techniques that I've been doing lately that have really, and just tips in general that have really been helping me supercharge my manifestations, make them happen so much faster, and also I guess just attract synchronicities, because I'm like, what is happening? But let me know if you try any of these out, because honestly it's crazy and I think you're really gonna love them. And also let me know what your favorite manifestation technique, if there's something that you've been doing specifically that's really been helping you. I'm dying to know, because I love trying out new techniques and just seeing like what I vibe with and what's really resonating with me at that moment. So let me know in the comments. Let's start a little thread. Also, I just realized that my drift pattern is done, so I will show you what it looks like now. How freaking pretty is this? It's got the cute little hearts. Honestly, this happens so fast. Like sometimes they're more intricate patterns, so it takes longer, but I love how this was like the specific duration of this video. How fitting. I'm gonna link my drift device down below. It comes in other colors too, so if you don't want cream, you can do black, but it's seriously so stunning, and it's such also a great like housewarming gift if you know anyone who just moved into a house, because it's like such a great art piece as well, and just something really unique and fun that also like has a double purpose as a passive wellness device. So yeah, I'm gonna link this down below, and let me know if you want any more manifestation videos, because I'm so down. But yeah, other than that, follow me on TikTok. I'm gonna be doing my synchronicity video, and I do a ton of book content over there, so I tend to post like almost every single day over there as well. So if you're like, Caitlin, you never post YouTube videos, I know, I'm aware, I'm self-aware. Other than that, I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and I will see you in my next one. Mwah!